के बिजली का बिल, टैक्स फ्री चाइल्ड केयर और ट्रांसपोर्ट से लेकर सस्ती ब्रॉडबैंड प्लान और साथ ही सस्ते मोबाइल रिचार्ज या टैरिफ प्लान भी शामिल है। इतना ही नहीं, और भी बहुत कुछ है। अक्टूबर से लेकर मार्च तक यूके सरकार हर किसी परिवार को ऑटोमेटिकली उसके बिल्स के लिए 400 पाउंड दे रही है। तकरीबन सभी परिवारों को दे जाने वाली ये पेमेंट ऑटोमेटिक तरीके से होगी, लेकिन अगर आप पुराने ट्रेडिशनल प्री पेमेंट मीटर के अनुसार भुगतान करते हैं तो आपको समान धनराशि का एक वाउचर प्राप्त होगा या दिया जाएगा। इस योजना के लिए अपनी योग्यता देखने के लिए अभी विजिट कीजिए इस लिंक पर gov.uk/help for households या आज ही इंटरनेट पर सर्च कीजिए Help for Households।
The best mix of music. Asian Star Radio.
तेरे आगे तो चांद लगे फर्जी, ओ तू ये माने या ना माने तेरी मर्जी। ओ तेरे आगे तो चांद लगे फर्जी, ओ तू ये माने या ना माने तेरी मर्जी। ओ बिल्ली 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 अख गोरिए, मुंडे मुंडे अन पट गोरिए, तेरे पीछे फिरन गवारे। बिल्ली बिल्ली अख गोरिए, मुंडे मुंडे अन पट गोरिए, तेरे पीछे फिरन गवारे। कानों में जो झूमती है गोल गोल तेरी ये दोनों बालियां, जुल्फें ये खोल के तू नच जब जब मैं मारूं तालियां। कानों में जो झूमती है गोल गोल तेरी ये दोनों बालियां, जुल्फें ये खोल के तू नच जब जब मैं मारूं तालियां। ओ मेरा एक काम कर दे, ये दिल मेरे नाम कर दे। ओ मेरा एक काम कर दे, ये दिल मेरे नाम कर दे। तेरे तक लूंगा नखरे में सारे। ओ बिल्ली बिल्ली अख गोरिए, मुंडे मुंडे अन पट गोरिए, तेरे पीछे फिरन गवारे। ओ बिल्ली बिल्ली अख गोरिए, मुंडे मुंडे अन पट गोरिए, तेरे पीछे फिरन गवारे। तारे 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 तारे, तू इतनी है सोहनी लगती, तू इतनी है सोहनी लगती, तेरे आशिक बन गए सारे। तू इतनी है सोहनी लगती, तेरे आशिक बन गए सारे। नींदें मेरी उड़ती है चूड़ियां जो खन के ये तेरे हाथ में, तारे शारे गिनता हूँ एक तेरे वास्ते ही मैं तो रात में। नींदें मेरी उड़ती है चूड़ियां जो खन के ये तेरे हाथ में।
Asian Star Radio. So there you go. It's a brand new one from Kisi Ka Bhai, Kisi Ki Jaan, and Sukbir on that one. Billy Billy. Big song there. It's going to do tremendously well. We'll give you more great songs later on in the programme. If you just joined us now, good afternoon. It's Drive Time with yours truly, Ray C, on your number one station, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Thank you very much for joining us. So right about now, we're going to be joined by the rest of the cast of Little English, a local production, and the founder of Rifco Theatre joins me live in the studio. His name is Pravesh Kumar, and he's here. Good afternoon, Pravesh.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm very well. You need to get near that mic, sir.
Is that better?
Oh, that's just
There you
right,
go,
just
there you
right.
go.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm really excited. Our film's previewing in Slough today. It's like a real homecoming.
You're becoming a real star, aren't you, Pravesh? And you know what? Me and Pravesh used to we used to go to the same gym. Now,
Yeah.
I can say yes. I know someone really famous, other than the person in the music business. Somebody somebody who's behind the scenes and creating films. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you so much.
So first and foremost, Pravesh, congratulations. You've got a new production out there. You're doing tremendously well, and it's called Little English, and it opens in cinemas from tomorrow.
From tomorrow, yes, it's going to lots of cinemas, selected cinemas all over the country. Closest to here, I'd say Cine Worlds, yes, and Views, and so yeah, let's look up. I suppose.
What I'm going to ask, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt, Pravesh, tell us a little bit about the setting of Little English.
Yeah.
How did it all come about, first and foremost?
Sure. So, Little English is set in Slough. It's a film that's produced in Slough by producers Andrew St Moore and Dominique Unsworth, also from Slough, from Resource Productions. And what's really lovely is that Slough is a big character in the film, and we shot it here last summer, and now here we are today, first preview in Slough, and it's sold out tonight.
Wow, I'm excited and I'm out of breath. But I had to let somebody in, and of course we're now joined by Ramit, is it?
It is, yes. Hello.
Yes, hello to you and welcome to our studios.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. We've heard so much about you. We've already had a discussion about you before you got here this afternoon.
But half an hour of a discussion about you.
All good, I hope.
Yeah, nothing bad. Well, I'll leave it with you and Pravesh to sort out. But listen, so let's just recap on the production. It's I think the most important thing here for me. It's set in Slough.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Now, most people would say, why Slough? Because of recent, as you know, there's a lot of negativity around Slough and how things are, how it's been, the development and things of the shopping centres and the town centres,
Yes.
etc., etc., etc. But you still chose Slough. When did you shoot it, by the way?
We shot it. Was it last summer or the summer before? I've now
The
lost.
summer before.
The summer before.
The COVID one.
The COVID. We shot it during lockdown with masks on, and doing COVID tests every 2 days. So it was quite difficult to shoot. We shot it in Berkshire, so in Slough, Old Windsor. And what's really lovely about the film is, I'll tell you the story in a second, but everyone that was also behind the camera, the crew, most of them are from this area, and it's nearly all of them their first opportunity in film, including me. I mean, I've been making theatre for 20 years, and it's a tough old thing getting into films. And what Resource Productions did, Slough-based CIC, is got lots of people like me together who were desperate to make our first feature, and gave us a real opportunity. And that's how we made it. And what's it about? Should we tell them what's about?
Yeah.
Please do, but before we dive into one of the stars of the film, tell us, I mean, you must have had your kind of difficulties in terms of, because after the pandemic, a lot of businesses were struggling.
Yes.
So funding such a project, was that kind of a real kind of struggle for yourself?
It's impossible, and I think the producers, what they did is they took the opportunity to... This film is not made in a commercial way. They got some charitable funding from the Rothschild Foundation, and also some skill set funding to train young people. So in a way, the film was made in a very unique way without investors, which is very unusual for feature films. So the idea was to make something unique, to make something that only we could make in Slough, and also to really give everyone an opportunity. I mean, Ramit, this is your first film as well,
Yes. Yeah. First.
yeah? Wow.
you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Okay, you can give yourself thank yous afterwards. Now, just coming back to the film, it's good to know how it's been funded, and
Yes.
the kind of difficulties some people have
Yes.
in producing some projects. Now, I understand it that this something about Simi was something that you did back in the day, didn't
Yes.
you? 2007. This is based upon that film.
Yeah, it's play. So we did a
Play, beg your pardon.
It's all right. No, it's so Rivka Theatre Company is also born from Slough. It's my theatre company that we tour around the country. We've been touring for 20 years, actually longer than that, 21 years now. And there's something about Simi was a play. It came to Theatre Royal Windsor. A lot of people remember it. It did incredibly well, and Dominique Unsworth, who is the producer of the film, also loved it. And we spent quite a long time kind of discussing what's going to be our first film that we make together, because we'd been thinking about making a film for a very long time. And I suppose when you want to make an authentic British Asian film, that takes its time because people who are making decisions about films are not British Asian, and there's a certain film that will get made. And when you want to make a romantic comedy like what this is, that's somewhat harder. It's
sure.
impossible actually.
Okay, excellent. Now we come to Ramit. Ramit, would you like to just pull that microphone down? So sorry, I should have made these adjustments, but because you came, just say you're talking right into it. So once again, welcome to Asian Star Radio. It's nice to have you here. So tell us a little bit about your little venture into the world of cinema. How did it all happen for you?
Well, I was working as an actor. I'm from Southall, and I was doing sort of TV stuff. And then I auditioned for Prav's film, and the rest is history.
Actually, Ramit auditioned for a different part because we were in COVID. We weren't meeting people. We were getting tapes. We were getting actors' tapes in. So Ramit's agent sent me a tape for another character, another brilliant character. And I saw it and I was like, well, actually, I think this girl I'd like to see for the lead. And oh, look, Viraj is here. And that's how it happened. You walked in and said a couple of lines, and I looked at the producer and I was like, well, we found the one, because we'd seen a lot of young women for this role. And when Ramit walked in, I just knew, she was the one.
She was the one, yeah. Excellent stuff. Right, I'm going to get you guys to talk amongst yourselves once again. I'm so sorry, because we don't have a lot of staff working today in the building, and I think one of your colleagues has just shown up.
Viraj has turned up in what we call Indian timing.
So I'll tell you what, it's going to be over to Ramit. Now, tell me if you guys can just tell us a little bit about the production, the film.
Tell us about Simi.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you just do that, and I'm going to sneak up behind you. Right?
No worries, love it. So I play the character of Simi, and Simi's a new bride that's arrived from India to start her new life, and it's not exactly what she dreamt of. A lot of twists and turns, and she arrives in this family to adjust to her new life, and her husband does a runner, doesn't he?
Yeah, on the wedding night.
On the wedding night,
Yes,
and
yes.
it kind of doesn't go to plan, and then it's kind of like she's trying to just adjust to this new life, and in that she sort of meets somebody unexpected, and and we have this budding romance.
Yeah, and there's this lovely secret romance that happens. I mean, it's a terrace house in Slough with a British Punjabi family. There's a little bit of Punjabi in the film.
Which road?
Which road? Old Windsor Road. And Simi speaks very little English, which is where the title comes from. And Harry, who is on home detention, they're both kind of imprisoned in this house. And what starts to happen is at first they hate each other, which is what happens in all romantic comedies. But actually, they start to learn from each other, which is really beautiful. They start to learn language, and the ice starts to melt, and it's quite beautiful.
Is there any songs in this particular film, being an Indian kind of production?
Oh yeah, come on, Viraj, you can talk.
Well, let's get him on. We can't see. Sorry,
I've been here the whole time.
We need to squeeze you in a little
I've been
bit.
here the whole time.
Yeah.
Just waiting on the sidelines patiently. Hello. We are live. Asian Stars on Asian Star.
Well, thanks for the voice test. Well, we are live, yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself, sir. Thank you for coming in.
Character or me as an actor?
You as an actor first.
Oh wow, I've not been asked this before.
Oh, no.
My name is Viraj Janeja. I'm from Southall. Woo! Started acting through doing school plays and just performing because I loved being the centre of attention, and
That's not changed.
no, I'm getting paid for it. But just love the thrill of performing and being loud and extroverted off screen and on screen.
Excellent. And how did your opportunity come about to work with Pravesh?
Doing an audition.
Audition, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't get offered anything. This is the humble life of actors. Even now people think, oh yeah, here we go. You've made it. Back to auditioning. Back to getting scripts and
Excellent.
asking my auntie to read in lines for me if she's listening. Shout out.
So this is a perfect platform for you now to sort of like your career should excel from here, shouldn't it? Really.
Fingers crossed. If anyone's listening who's making a film and would like to get in contact, please do.
I'm making a film.
Would you work with me again, Prav?
I'm not sure.
Right, just to remind our listeners, we're joined by, of course, Pravesh, who is the person behind Rifco Theatre, and we also have Viraj, isn't it? And who is lead actor, and of course, Ramit is also the lead heroine. Can I say? So let me tell. Let's go. So we've had a recap. It's opening in cinemas from tomorrow. We know tonight is sold out in Slough.
Yes.
Sunny Slough is just full up in the Curve, I believe. That's where it is.
It's a shame our cinema's gone, isn't it? I'm just still lamenting the
Yeah,
loss
I know.
of our cinema.
Especially yourself, you would,
I used to work there. I used to sell popcorn. It was my dream.
You didn't say enough, bruv.
In the
That's why.
cinema, I sold popcorn. My movie will show, and it didn't happen.
Oh, never mind,
That's
mate.
the
But
next movie.
right. So, do you want to share that mic between you two, yeah, so that I can speak to both of you?
You
So-
asked about music, and I should mention a special mention. Shin from DCS has done the music. And
Oh, really?
He's done a couple of originals. Oh, we've got Nashidi Band Bodle, which is a track in this classic. And there's a lovely track at the end of the film that he's written for us called Little English Bowling, which is just great.
So beautiful, that one.
That's a lovely
I
track.
leave
Yeah.
the cinema every time just with that in my head, but also in my heart.
It is a lovely song.
I think you've used Shin before in one of your plays, really.
Yes.
Mm.
So Shin, I love working with Shin. He's been in a few of my musicals. Britain's Got Bhangra, he was in the lead in, and then he was also in Layla, the musical we did a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Where he
yeah.
plays the prince. He's great. He's really, he's one of those rare kind of Bhangra sing performers that has actually trod the boards. And now I keep saying to him, you should be in the West End. You should be doing West End shows. But he's like, no, I'm going on tour.
He's tremendously talented.
He's a lovely
he's
guy
really-
as well.
Absolutely. So you guys are here now. You're going to give us a little bit of a dialogue between you, a sneak preview from what we can see or what the audiences can see, and maybe a little clip.
Kitchen scene. Do you want to do that one?
Kitchen. Oh my God.
What could
This is the radio. Little English, the radio play.
Yeah.
Just give us an insight. We just want to give people an insight to go and watch the film, and this is what they can expect as they are thinking. We have the cast of Little English.
We're
in
going
the
to give you a few
studio.
lines for one of the scenes.
Oh, go on then. Okay.
Go for it.
ਆ ਡੱਬੇ ਚੋਂ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਪਿਆ ਆ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜੇਲ੍ਹ ਤੋਂ ਖਾਣੇ ਦੀ ਆਦਤ ਪੈ ਗਈ
What?
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੰਦ ਕਿਉਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਪਿਆ
Oh, I don't understand you.
And he walks
And
away.
there we go.
and then goes
And that's the
away.
most lines I have in the film.
Yeah, he doesn't have many lines.
You're joking me, right?
I'm not joking. I wish I was.
He does it all with his actions.
It's so they,
his
it's so they
eyes
could pay me less.
Okay, fair enough. It sounds very interesting.
Are you coming today to watch it?
Well, it's sold out. How can
You didn't
we
get a ticket?
We can get you in. Come down.
Come on.
We'll get you in somehow.
No, well, thank you very much. I will be seeing it at some point, but maybe not tonight. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Is there anything else you would like to add to let the people out there know what this is all about and why they should come and support such a film?
Films like this are impossible to make. Films that are authentically about the British Asian experience. We very rarely get them. And the last one I can really think of is Garinda's film Benjamin Beckham. And a lot of people that have seen this come up to me afterwards and go, since that film, this is the first time I feel included. I feel like my story is on screen. So if you want more films like this, please come and support it. You have to go to the cinema. Do not wait for online platforms, because if you don't go to the cinema, other people will not be allowed to make movies.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you can let us know the nearest cinemas from around here. I think are something like Hounslow,
Cineworld,
Feltham.
Hounslow,
Yeah.
Feltham, South Ruislip. There's one in Ilford,
Luton.
Luton, and then Views. We've
Views.
There's
got
some views, yeah.
Westfield, Stratford.
Westfield,
Yeah.
Shepherd's Bush, Stratford,
Sounds great. I
Amazing.
mean, I think people listening to us,
Leeds,
wherever they
it's-
might
it's
be.
like
Birmingham,
this-
Manchester,
a film like this
Leicester.
to get this kind of release is brilliant, because we're all first timers, and we're really lucky to get such a big release for a British film like this. So please support us, guys.
Please.
Excellent. No, we wish you well. I'm sure it's going to do well because by the seams of it, like it's sold out tonight. It's going to be great, and I'm sure it's going to go well. And for you two actors, is this your? Would you say this is your debut into the world of cinema? Your first time?
It is for me. It's my first feature, yes.
Yeah.
But not for this guy.
Not my first feature, but the first time going to a cinema screen,
Right,
which
okay.
is what I dreamt of growing up. Being able to go to Feltham Cineworld and take my family and tell my friends.
Yeah,
Seems a bit
excellent.
surreal.
So, what's next after this for you?
So I should mention that Ramit and I are doing a play together.
Oh,
So
okay.
Rivco are producing its next play. We open in early May. It's called Happy Birthday Sunita. It's another Punjabi family on stage where everything goes wrong, but quite
Excellent.
different in tone. And Ramit's in it. She's playing a really great part of this. And what's really great about Ramit's part is it's the opposite of what she's playing in the film.
Totally opposite. like-
Also, just to mention, Ramit was on EastEnders last night.
No.
Yeah, she was.
Yes.
I was.
Oh, tell us a little bit about that then, Ramit. Go ahead.
Go on, Queen Fish.
Oh, it was fine. No, I don't know. It was a guest appearance.
Guest role.
Guest role.
Doesn't matter. It's
And
the-
star
no,
guest.
it was so much fun. I've always dreamt of being on such an iconic show, and yeah, it was just really nice, and
Excellent.
yeah, it was good.
So
Check it
maybe
out.
we'll see more of you
On
on
catch up.
EastEnders, maybe.
She
You
slapped
never know.
someone.
Yeah.
She slapped someone.
Excellent.
But it wasn't on screen.
All right, guys. Well, thank
Can
you
I
very
just
much.
say something before we go off?
Yeah,
Can I just give
please.
a shout out to a friend of mine whose dad passed away? His dad was Ram Bhatt, and he was a presenter for Laika's Dil Se Radio. So just wanted to give my love and condolences to the Damne family because they're going through a very difficult time right now. So just to let you know that I'm keeping you in my prayers and thoughts.
Actually, Ram Bhatt, the late, was a presenter here as well
Oh, was he?
for a very long time. Yes.
Seems even more fitting then.
Yeah,
So yeah.
and we do obviously. It was very sad news to hear that.
Yeah.
the
So
demise of
love
Ram,
and
yeah.
love and support to Shivam and Anuradha and their mum.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you very much for those messages, and thank you very much for making time to come in and speak to us about the film Little English, which is being shown across cinemas from tomorrow. And Slough is sold out, so don't worry about Slough. And
Yeah.
we wish you well. And
Thank
is
you
there
so
anything
much.
anything else that you'd like to add before you
We've got some.
adios?
We've got some Q&As which are like with me and the cast. So there's one in Maidenhead on the 4th of April.
5th, I think.
4th and 5th, I
Was
think.
it?
One of the, yeah, I don't know. You're probably right. So if you want to come meet us, there's a few Q&As where the cast and I will be answering questions after the film,
Excellent.
and they're all over the country.
This Monday, Dalston.
Yeah,
Dalston.
Dalston.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very
Thank you,
much,
guys.
guys.
Amazing. Thank you so
And
much.
we wish you well. Hope it all goes well, and we look forward to much more. And thank you, Pravesh.
Thank
See
you
you in the
so
gym.
Thank you.
I missed that.
Take care. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
Cheers.
The Big Drive Home on Asian Star 101.6 FM. Travel, news, and